So this is a PSA video of what not to do when planting a Yucca filamentosa color guard. And what not to do is plant it in the shade. These things love sun, and especially at more northern latitudes, they love sun. They also don't like to be necessarily wet, which I don't really have an issue with right here, but they can take plenty of moisture and temperature, or I'm sorry, moisture and water, and even humidity here in Cincinnati. But one thing they can't take is shade. So I've got this thing planted in just about, I don't know, I'd probably call it 80% shade. I mean, you can kind of see the sun peeking through a little bit through these red buds, but yeah, this is about what it gets here. You just see these little small pockets of sun throughout the day, but it gets basically no sun, and that is not good for a yucca. They love sun, so plant yuccas in full sun, especially at northern latitudes, and they'll do fine for you. Temperature, you never have to worry about one way or the other, hot or cold. These things are just going to do great, but they do love sun. And they don't necessarily like to be planted in wet areas. So take those two things into consideration. But yeah, mine's not gonna do very well. I mean, it's growing, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of new spears coming up, or whatever you call these leaves. But I mean, this thing should be about out to here and just full of new leaves, and in full sun here, and they should bloom even, but when you plant them in shade, you're not going to get much of a plant. So just heads up for that.